Basically fills up all the way to the road, so it's weird.
Oh my
so
God.
you're like standing in the trees with the salmon and the bears.
Oh,
it's like
wow.
literally the water can be all the way up here.
Wow.
And you like, I like to fly fish, and the fly fishing here is beyond world class. Like it's too good. You don't really have to work to catch a fish, but once you get that fish, you're working. Like the salmon here are not stupid, and they're not small. They're really big.
Yeah.
But yeah, the river comes right up, so you get all sorts of wicked vegetation that grows because all the salmon bodies are dropped on the banks, right? And then we get all this moss and all the weird stuff that was inside the salmon bellies grows, turns into seeds, and, you know, that's how you get the crazy weird mushrooms and all sorts of fun things. Mother Nature. Fish hanging from trees all the time here. And it's so neat to see, right? Because the bears will take them up a tree, eagle will take it up a tree.
There's some sea asparagus, which is kind of cool.
When you're looking at mushrooms, we always want to see the top, obviously, and then we want to see this.
Yeah.
Because this is quite beautiful, actually, on that one. Almost the exact same. But nothing edible for us.
Wow.
Still take them. It's cool looking. My name is Kevin Hennig. I am a chef on Haida Gwaii, BC, and I also forage almost all the ingredients for everything I create in the kitchen. And I am constantly looking in the forest for new tastes, new sights and sounds to bring into people's world through my food. I thought of this probably 20 some years ago, and I told my mom then, I was like, I'm gonna make bread out of cattails, weird stuff out of other weird things, and kind of get back to food in that way. And yeah, it took about 20 more years to get there, but eventually got there. We're the only restaurant in Canada with a permit to forage to feed the public. So we got a health permit that allows us to come out here and forage stuff like the wild lettuces that are growing here and feed it to people instead of the lettuce from a food supplier that every other restaurant would use. So yeah, it allows us to be more creative, but also have access to things that are very significant and beautiful. I want to bring some of this into the kitchen, and I think that you guys would be able to tell better than me, but that it does come across. There's like a lot of love in the food, so hopefully that comes through. But yeah, it's all local. It's as local as humanly possible. We're grabbing it from the forest. Everybody works here. The food is all from the local land. My mom made my sign, you know. My wife is the server. Can't be any more family or local oriented, not that I know of. But yeah, I get a lot of happiness out of wandering around randomly through the forest, staring at random things and exploring it. Whoa, that'd be cool if it is what I think it is, so let's check. Fine. And it's growing on a rock, so it should be wall lettuce, but they'll never look like this. So I will find out.
Nice. How do you usually find out?
Take it home and research it.
Yeah.
Because it's like you can tell the family by looking at it.
Yeah.
So then you go through the local family, and usually it's pretty easy. I have access to all the foods except for the sockeye from this river.
Okay.
Because I don't need access to it, and it's their special. It's something very special for them, and to me, it's not that special.
Right.
You know what I mean? To me, I'm happy serving even random plants.
Yeah.
So, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But for them, it's culturally very, very special. So I stay away from that. But everything else, yeah, they've the Haida Nation is like granted me access to all their language, like all the old language, to look up all the different areas I'm going and all the different plants, so I can properly translate. Because a lot of the plants have really ridiculous names that come from Scotland,
Yeah.
but have no relevance whatsoever to here.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they're only here in Canada. They're not elsewhere. So they should have their original name attached to it. We shouldn't be calling it Holton's licorice root. It should have its local native name. But who knows the local native name? You have to go to the elders. Like it's actually quite a process. But it's also part of the fun. I like that part. You might need just a little. Sliced huckleberries and frozen.
That looks like it's from here. You guys are
I know,
putting it
I
in.
know.
That's nice. Yeah.
Super easy.
Yeah.
But